For Greg and Sarah, we had talked about the challenge of going up against a goalie like Frankel.
Yeah.
I guess what do you think about the process and getting under eyesight, those type of things?
Yeah, that a lot of some really good moments tonight. Where we had some quality looks throughout the game. I thought we had a good amount of offensive zone time where we kind of had them on the ropes and tired, and maybe let them off the hook a little bit a few times where able to give her one that she can see and kind of control the game after they're extended and tired, or maybe some other plays we left out there. But there were a lot of great things. We had some great chances, and I thought Aaron played a great game once again.
What went into the changes in the top nine?
In the top nine?
Yeah, Kelty in the first line.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah, I think when coming off the last couple games where, we again, like, we have some good moments, create a lot of quality chances, but we're not finishing at the rate that we want to. And it had been 5 games at that point, and we hadn't made any real changes to our offensive lines, and so just a shake up. I think putting Sarah back in the middle gives us another element. It allows us to be really deep down the middle, and so, yeah, that's kind of what we talked about.
Sarah, whether or not the change of Casey and Trukowski on that first power play, it felt like it had a little bit of extra juice today, but obviously the same results. So how do you evaluate the power play and the 3 opportunities today?
Yeah, I thought we got some quality looks, and I think just like the change in the setup brings a bit more variety in how we can attack, and I thought we saw that today. And like Fark said, like we're right there, and we're getting good chances and pucks around the crease, and we just gotta bury one here.
Same thing.
Yeah.
In terms of power play.
Yeah, I liked it. Liked a lot of elements of it. I thought both units had some really quality looks tonight. Shots from great spots, rebounds in and around the blue paint. It's going to come. We've got great players that can make plays out there. I thought our power play tonight gave us momentum. And sometimes you don't score, but it gives you momentum. And in the first period, we had one. I thought it started to change the game a little bit for us. The next few shifts were back in our favor when we got 5-on-5. So a lot of good things there, but we'll continue to evolve and find ways to break through eventually.
You obviously outshot them in the second and third period, but it seemed like the physicality that Boston brought to the game kind of was their luck in a kind of way. Like, how do you then move forward for the next time you face them to kind of match that?
Match their physicality. I don't know. I wouldn't change a lot of the game tonight. Other than the results. I think when you look back at it, we carried a lot of the play. We had some great chances. We didn't score on those chances, and we're not a big and physical team. That's not our identity. So we'll be aware of it, as we always are, but at the same time, we've got to be us. We've got to be the best version of us, and I think you saw a lot of parts of that. Today, the chances, the speed, we're on pucks, maybe some details around the net and offensively can continue to improve, but we liked a lot of parts of our game.
Jaime, what did you see on the Huber goal that ends up being a 2-on-1?
Yeah, I mean, I got caught in a bad spot there for sure and would want that one back. But again, it's not necessarily like the goals against us as much as us trying to finish more. And I had some chances too that I would want back offensively. So just building off of it. But like these two have said, there's a lot to take from the game today. And I don't think we're hanging our heads after that. I think that we're still building momentum.
Building off what Greg said about the physicality, obviously Boston's a very physical team. You just said that's not necessarily a core part of your identity, but especially on the back end, what is the balance of knowing they're going to come in and they're going to be super physical, they're going to play that style, knowing, hey, we still have to kind of stay in our own lane and what we're trying to do, but know that's an element they're going to bring when you face them.
Yeah, I wouldn't say today felt all that much more physical than any other game. I think that it's just really physical in this league, and we have to be aware of that every time we step on the ice. I thought we did a pretty good job down low today of clearing out the net front. Obviously, there's one goal that we would like to clean up a little bit better, but that's going to happen. It's hard. Everyone's trying to get in the same space there, but I really like the way our decor's been playing. I think we've been playing really physical and having good gaps, and I wouldn't change a lot.
Jamie, to your point, I think your decor did do a really good job of working net front to clear the puck. Like, how's your communication with Kaylee work, and like how do you feel that went?
Mm-hmm. It's really easy to play in front of Kaylee. She's always talking to us. Her puck play is amazing. So, yeah, definitely a lot of communication. It's really important for us to know, where to pick up and stuff. So, yeah, it's super easy to play in front of her, and it's nice to have her back there.